Welcome to the Life Makeovers podcast. My name is Cindy D. Whitmer, and I am the Midlife Makeover Coach, helping you turn your midlife into your best life, one step at a time. Through powerful conversations, my own midlife roller coaster story, and over 3 decades of helping people transform their lives through counseling and coaching, I am on a mission to help you create your own definition of success and happiness. Thank you for being here. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. And wow, it's December. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I mean, this year has just rolled around so quickly for me. I don't know about how for you, but for many of us, it is full blown the holiday season. And no matter what your traditions are, no matter, what your beliefs are, you probably are celebrating something or have already or will be soon. And if you're also going through some major changes or transitions in your life, that can be really super tricky. So I wanted to just address that a little bit today. So, and for those of you that are my regular podcast listeners, and are used to episodes dropping Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays every week, which I've been doing for quite some time. In December, one of the ways I'm simplifying my work this month, because I'm taking a lot of time off for personal reasons to celebrate, and also my husband's surgery and just different things and visitors and all kinds of things and travel plans. So one of the ways I'm simplifying for December is I'm going to just do one episode a week. So episodes in December will drop on Wednesdays. And I don't know what I'll do in the new year. I'll just keep you guessing, because I'm sort of just looking at everything, reflecting, and deciding how I want to move forward. So anyway, thank you for listening. I hope once a week will be a great balance for you as well right now. So managing changes in the holiday season. What I'm talking about is those of you who might be going through a major move, like maybe you're moving across the country or something right now in the midst of all this, or maybe you're in the process of getting a divorce, or this is your first quote unquote holiday season divorce. This may be the first year you're experiencing the empty nest, and you haven't done holidays before since your children all became adults and left home. Some of you have lost your jobs this year, and you might be feeling very discouraged by that or financially strapped. Some of you may have had a loved one die, and so you're going through grief, or maybe you have someone in your life who's ailing now, and you're concerned about that amongst everything else. And there are, of course, other major kinds of changes. Maybe you've had a diagnosis of health yourself that is really rocking your world. And so how do we go through the holiday season when at the same time we're navigating some pretty heavy or difficult life experiences and stressors? Well, number one, I want you to acknowledge your feelings, whatever they are. I mean, you could be very, very angry right now. You could be in high despair. You might have some fears and worries that feel pretty intense. Maybe you're confused or distraught by what's happening. Maybe you feel some guilt. Maybe you are going through, a real depression or loneliness from your circumstances. Whatever your feelings are, they're just your feelings. I say to people all the time, feelings aren't wrong. Feelings just are what they are. And so it's what we do with it, right, that counts. And so please acknowledge your feelings. Let yourself feel the feelings as much as you can, because the way through most feelings is to feel them. And at the same time, find expression for those feelings. So talk it out with somebody, whether it's a friend or you hire a therapist or a coach like me, or maybe a religious figure in your life, a priest, a rabbi, a pastor, somebody like that, or a family member or kind neighbor, whatever, but express it either by talking it out, or maybe you're a journal writer and you express your feelings well through the written word. Maybe you physically exert yourself to sort of handle your stress, whatever it is, just please do some acknowledgement of your feelings and expression of those feelings. The only rule here that I have is that we don't want our feelings to become destructive, self-destructive, or destructive to your relationships. And so your expression of those feelings, please do it in some way that's healthy as much as possible. Number 2, please heighten your self-care. You probably get tired of hearing about it. Oh, self-care, self-care, self-care. But it is so important at all times. But it's even more important in more chaotic, busy seasons of the year. And of course, even more important and significant when we're going through a major life change. So please honor your need to sleep and rest. Honor, your schedules, your routines that you respond well to, like your eating routines or your hydration routines, your movement and exercise routines, your social routines, whatever really feeds you your health mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Please honor that a lot. And if you can do extra things that maybe aren't part of your routine, like get massages or go on a retreat somewhere or take time off or whatever it might be, then please do that. Number 3, you may want to maintain some holiday traditions that feel really good to you, that you've done year after year after year, even though you're going through, a major change, and maybe the construction of your family has even shifted in a big way, through death or divorce or the empty nest or whatever, through moving. But you might want to maintain some of those traditions that feel really good. And if you have children, depending on traditions, whether they're adult children or grandchildren or whatever, then you really might want to consider maintaining some of those things. So if you always bake, a certain, kind of thing for Christmas dinner, I'm just making stuff up, and people are usually really excited about it, you might want to try to maintain some of that. But if you can't, it's okay too. If you ever needed a pass from doing everything normally, this is the year, right? And at the same time, you might want to incorporate some new traditions. This might be the best year of all to do things a little differently. Maybe you've always cooked family holiday meals, but maybe this year it's the year to order the food, or to go out to eat, or to have popcorn. Whatever. Or maybe you go, to a family movie instead of, all gathering together, or I don't know. I know a woman whose husband died many years ago now. He's been deceased for probably 30 years. And they always stayed home for Christmas, had the family gather for Christmas. But the year he died, she decided she was going to go on a cruise for Christmas and just skip all the regular traditions. And this ended up being a very healthy choice for her. So that's just an example. Okay, what number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, ask for help. Ask for help. Whatever kind of help you need. If you're moving, ask for help. If you need help with getting your house decorated, you really want to do that and just moved in, have a little decorating party in your house. If you need help with, maybe you're going through a health issue, or you're caregiving for someone who is, and you just can't keep up with meal preparation, cleaning, just some of the basics, it's okay to ask for help. You do not have to do anything alone. You can hire help, or you can ask those that are closest to you for some assistance with some practical tasks that need to get done to make, to ease your stress a bit at this time. And number 6, only do what you really must do, or you feel you must do, or truly, genuinely want to do. Again, this is the year of any of the years that you can, give yourself a pass on anything at all, and the world will not rotate off its axis. And hopefully those that love you will truly understand. And if they don't, that's their problem. So if you really need to sort of check out and not be as present, or, just do things differently. It's really okay. You may not feel social this year. You may not want to go to the office Christmas party, or you may not want to gather with, 30 family members, or travel, or do whatever is generally required of you to participate in the holiday season in your life. So I know the year that I separated from my husband, we were in the process of getting a divorce. We were not divorced yet. We were still living together even, but we did not send Christmas cards. I mean, we've never skipped sending Christmas cards, but we did. I mean, what do you say when you're in the middle of a divorce and a Christmas card? Hey, we're getting a divorce. Happy New Year. I mean, we just couldn't do it. We didn't have the emotional strength to do it. We didn't know how to do it. We didn't want to do it. We didn't do it. And I don't think I went to any family Christmases that year. I think I spent time with the kids when I had the kids, but when he had the kids, I believe I did other things. And it was a good choice for me. That's just an example. Okay, number 7. If you're lonely for whatever reason, maybe you've been widowed this year, maybe the kids are all gone, live far away, and aren't coming home. Maybe moved and you don't know anyone in your new community. Whatever it is, this is an opportunity to reconnect with yourself and things that you enjoy. So if you're going to be by yourself this holiday season, you can make this a really fun thing. Like, I spent some Thanksgivings alone, some Christmases alone, some New Year's alone. I did do this when I was in my early years of getting divorced and after being divorced. And I took myself out on some really nice dates, and right on the holidays, or I would stay home. I did one or two things. I would either take myself out on some really nice dates, or I would stay home in my super comfortable, like, clothes, whether it was sweats or pajamas or yoga pants or whatever, and big sweatshirts, cozy, warm sweatshirts. And I would make my favorite foods, and I would watch old movies that I loved, or put a puzzle together, which I love to do. I'd just spoil myself at home, or I'd spoil myself out. And it was great. And so that's another thing. You can, reconnect with yourself, spend time doing things you enjoy. And if you want to reach out, if you're feeling social, if it's appropriate in your life for you, you could start dating online. You could start reaching out that way. You could look into community groups and community events going on in your area and attend some community things. There's always so many events going on around the holiday season. And there's also meetup groups, which are social groups that usually the people involved have something in common. Like, maybe there's hiking meetup groups, or there's dinner and movie meetup groups, or there's board games meetup groups. There's dance and potluck meetup groups. There's all kinds of them. There's over 500 in the area in which I live, Kansas City area. So those are some ways to reach out. Oh, also, check in with a spiritual community. If you don't have one, there are many options out there, and they may have certain, gatherings or special things going on. Like, I know a church that I'm involved in the Lawrence area has Friendsgiving for Thanksgiving. It's a dinner at the church, 2:00 in the afternoon, Friendsgiving. And anybody could come to that wanted to, so who might want some connection and camaraderie and sharing in a meal and that kind of thing. So look around. There are things to do. There are other people like you who might feel lonely this holiday season, or be going through a lot of change and could really use the pleasant company of a new friend or whatever. So those are some ideas on how to manage change in the holiday season. And I hope this has been really helpful. And if you would like a powerful coaching experience, I would love for you to go to my calendar at timewithcindy.com. I have very few of these appointments available in December, but there are a few. If you'd like to experience a powerful coaching conversation, let me do that for you. That could be my gift to you, where we sit, we talk, and I give you some real coaching and and see how I might impact your life even in this small way this season. So thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to the Life Makeovers podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share this podcast with those that you think would also benefit from what we're doing here. And I will talk to you again soon.